Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another rendition or episode of the Are You Serious podcast. I want to give shouts out to my boy Dave. He's been putting in work, dropping videos for you guys. We are working together still. I don't want nobody to get it twisted. We still working together. We just haven't had time to get together. He has family things going on. I got school and work going on. So we are still together. The Are You Serious podcast is still together. We are still dropping videos. We still dropping content. We still working for y'all. When it comes down to it, I got a few different topics for you tonight. I'll end up with the wish list. So when you hear me say wish list, this video will be over. Teofimo calling out Terrence Crawford. I think this is a stupid move on T.O.'s part. T.O. has not looked good in the last 3 fights he's had. If y'all remember correctly, there was a fight T.O. had where in the corner, he ended up asking his dad and some other dude that was in his corner, did I even win that fight? Did I look good in that fight? T.O., no, you didn't. And I believe they're having mercy on you and giving you these fights simply because the fighter that you went against wasn't all that great. However, this last fight you was in, you got spanked, bro. You did. You lost that fight at least by 4 or 5 points. I would give it 6 points myself. But when it comes down to it, Crawford is not where you want to be. Crawford is pound for pound number one in my book. He's pound for pound number one. You cannot touch the likes of Terrence Crawford. Get off of that. Go fight somebody else down in your weight division. You ain't even proved yourself at 140. Fight somebody in your weight division. When it comes down to it, we off that. Shakur Stevenson is back. I'm glad to see Shakur back. I feel like he threw a temper tantrum, and when it comes down to it, you grown, Shakur. I know you are still young. I know you want those big fights or whatever, whatnot, bro. I see you. I see you. I see you putting in mad work. I see you are a ring general. I see that you keep your distance very well. I see you spanking the people you fighting. I just need you to fight somebody that's in that upper echelon of your weight class. Fight T.O., fight Tank, fight Devin, fight Pitbull, the one that gave Tank a hell of a fight. Fight Ryan Garcia. Fight one of them guys, and then go ahead and go after Haney or Tank. I have Tank at number one in that weight division. My boy Dave the Wave. He has Devin at number one, which I can see that. Devin looked amazing in his last fight against Prograis. Shit, fight Prograis, Shakur. Fight Prograis. Fight Regis Prograis. That would be an easy fight to make. Make it happen. I mean, I don't see why y'all couldn't make it happen. When it comes down to it, though, I have Devin Haney at number two. I have Tank at number one. I have T.O. and Ryan can kind of switch. Actually, I'll say T.O., Ryan, and Rolly can switch between number 5 or whatever, whatnot. But I do have Tank at number 1. I have Devin at number 2. I see Shakur as number 3 when it comes down to that division, only because I know for a fact T.O. is not beating Shakur. I know Ryan is not beating Shakur. And I feel like Pitbull ain't going to beat Shakur neither. So that's why I have Shakur at number 3. Number 4, I would say that's a toss-up between, I would say Ryan and T.O., and I think Rolly kind of rounds it off. But all 3 of them are interchangeable in them last 2 positions or whatever, whatnot. We can get off that. When it comes down to it, Jerron Boots Ennis, he wants Terrence Crawford also. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening because make it make sense. Terrence has said that when it comes down to a lot of different fights, and it makes no sense for Terrence. He's already been undisputed at 147. Okay. When it comes down to it, the IBF took Terrence Crawford's belt, gave it to Boots Ennis or whatever, whatnot, saying that Terrence needed to fight his mandatory. Terrence just finished fighting Spence. They didn't even give him a chance to have a training camp or whatever, whatnot, but you give him the belt to Boots. I don't understand that. Literally, Boots hasn't fought anybody with name recognition that would make you be like, oh, yeah, I know he fought such and such, or he fought this dude, or this dude came out of nowhere and fought Boots Ennis. No. Fight Carlos Ocampo. He's fought Errol Spence. Fight Yordenis Ugas. He's fought Errol Spence. Fight Keith Thurman. He is a nobody in the division, but he does have a name. You can fight him and get your name up there to build up to a Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence type of level. I remember watching Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence walk you out, holding your belts that you had won at some weight class. I don't remember the weight class. I think it was 135 still. But that's what these dudes did. When it comes down to it, Boots, I love you as a boxer. I love your talent. I love what you bring to the ring. I just don't think you're on Terrence Crawford's level at this point in time. You're not in his eyesight as far as what he can see as somebody he needs to fight. I'm just saying, man. I do think Ugas would be a good fight for you just to prove that you are on that elite status level. Ocampo, that would be a good fight for you to prove that you're on that level. Keith Thurman, he should have retired a long time ago. Keith is really null and void when it comes down to it at this point in time. But Keith got a fight coming up. So keep your eyes peeled for that one, people. Keith does have a fight coming up. Fury and Usyk. Me and Dave talked about this on the last video that we did together. And that fight has been moved. And it's because Fury got a cut on his eye in sparring. Okay, that's cool. That's all right. My next topic will be Ngannou and AJ. I think AJ is in for his world to get rocked because Ngannou put a whooping, regardless of how anybody sees it. This is my opinion. I say Ngannou put a whooping on Fury. He had him down twice. Fury literally, and when I say literally, I mean Fury didn't know what to do with that dude. I don't know if Fury didn't train. I don't know if Fury overlooked him. I don't know if Fury took this fight as a joke, but Fury literally, he took some whoppings from Ngannou. It just is what it is, people. Y'all can be mad at me all you want to. I ain't trying to offend nobody, but Fury got laid out. And the last person to lay Fury out was who? Deontay Wilder, who also has a fight coming up. Deontay did not look good in his last fight. I literally am a Deontay Wilder fan. Bomb Squad, I'm all over it. You know what I'm saying? To this day, yeah, I'm all over it with all that, man. I love Deontay Wilder. I've watched each and every one of Deontay Wilder's fights that's on YouTube. I've watched Deontay Wilder train on YouTube. I applaud Deontay Wilder for getting back in the ring after losing all three times to, or not losing all three times, losing the two times to Tyson Fury. But at the same time, the first one, they tied or whatever, whatnot. Neither belt moved anywhere. Okay, it is what it is. Deontay, I pray for you, my brother. I hope that you get over whatever it is that's mentally ailing you, because physically, man, you can't be touched. Still, you are number two as the heavyweight or whatever, whatnot. AJ is not on your level. I'll put AJ at number 3, maybe number 4. You know what I'm saying? I like King Kong Ortiz. I like the guy who put AJ on his ass and took AJ's belts when AJ had all 3 belts or whatever, whatnot. I love that dude. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, get over whatever it is that's ailing you mentally, man, and get back in that ring and show them you still got it. That's where I'm at with Deontay Wilder. Canelo's next fight is supposed to be Jermall Charlo. He already beat Jermell Charlo in a showing that I was very disappointed when it came down to Jermell Charlo. I thought Jermell was going to bring something different to the ring. I thought Jermell was at least going to put up a better fight than what he did. He did not. I am not at all feeling good about that fight in any sense of the word. But now you have Big Charlo that you're supposed to be fighting. He's a different beast than his brother. He's going to bring some noise when he comes. He didn't look all that great in his last fight either, but he does bring the noise when he comes. Every time he comes to fight, he brings the fight when he comes. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. People are pumping up this Canelo and Terrence Crawford fight. I do believe Terrence Crawford to win that fight. I believe it's going to be like every other Terrence Crawford fight. He's going to fill him out for the first 3 to 4 rounds, and then he's going to pick Canelo apart. I believe Canelo is on the downswing. I believe Canelo is trying to get as much money as he can before he retires, and I believe Terrence Crawford will win that fight. As far as Canelo and Benavidez, I would love to see that fight. I would love to see Benavidez finally get the shot that he deserves. He's been calling Canelo out for a long time. So did Boo Boo Andre, but we just seen Benavidez beat Boo Boo Andre. So I would love to see Benavidez get his chance in the ring with Canelo and see how Canelo handles that. I do believe that when Canelo is facing a taller fighter who is going to actually hit him with some power, who is going to catch him and have him backing up on the ropes or in the corner like Bivol did, which is what I honestly believe would happen when it comes down to Benavidez and Canelo. I literally believe Benavidez would win that fight. I don't believe Canelo was ducking him for no reason. I believe Canelo was ducking him because he was a threat. And like I said, he ain't ready for Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is a whole nother beast. He is pound for pound number one. Show me where he ain't. That's what I challenge ESPN, the IBF, and anybody else who's doubting him. Show me where he ain't. He came out and made one of my other favorite fighters, Errol Spence. He made him look pedestrian, man. I called it before the fight, right before the fight. I actually sent Dave a message, and we have the footage of it. Me asking him, how would you feel if Terrence Crawford came out and made Errol Spence look pedestrian? Literally, that is what it is. My wish list. My wish list is to see T.O. fight some of them top dudes just so he can get sat down. I applaud Ryan for fighting Tank. I applaud Ryan for now fighting Haney. That fight is coming up. When it comes down to it, though, it's a losing battle for Garcia. He's not going to beat Haney. Haney looked tremendous in his last fight. Haney actually brought some power with him to the fight. Haney actually put Prograis on his butt. When it comes down to it, Ryan is not going to beat Devin Haney. I would love to see Shakur Stevenson fight one of them top guys. T.O., Tank, Ryan, Devin. I would love to see him fight them. Fight Rolly Romero for all I give a damn. And like I said, fight Pitbull also. I would love to see it, man. That is my wish list as far as that goes. Terrence Crawford, he just needs somebody to fight. They need to get somebody who's actually open and don't have nothing scheduled to fight Terrence Crawford since the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight is off. That's all I got for y'all people. This has been the Are You Serious podcast. Shouts out to my boy Dave the Wave. Shouts out to everybody who has subscribed. We do want more subscribers. We're going to keep on putting out the content for you. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and just join us, man. We're going to keep on talking. Dave is the history buff. I'm about it when it comes down to the new era or whatnot. We're going to put some Ali fights up for you, some Roy Jones Jr.'s fights up for you guys. The big one we have coming up is Errol Spence and Sean Porter. Dave believes that Errol Spence lost that fight. I believe that the difference in the two fights or in the fight was the knockdown or what they considered a knockdown. I love Sean Porter. Sean Porter has nothing but respect for me because of his career, and he's fought everybody. Sean, if you watching, bro, we would love to get you to come and watch the fight with us in Dave's living room. We'll feed you, bro. If you need us to go half on the ticket, I'm telling you now, I'll put up half the money. You got plenty of money. I know you don't need it, but we'll make sure you treat it right, man. We'll make sure you good if you come to Arizona and come mess with us, bro. That's it for the Are You Serious podcast. I am out.